Hello, everyone. And first, welcome to the Shadowverse. My name is Lexa, and this little bird on the branch there is my good friend Lux. She will be welcoming you all to the Shadowverse, which is the place, though, that I have chosen to talk to you all today. Before starting out on our story, I would like to thank the YouTube channel Game Chops for providing the awesome background music. Make sure to check them out. They have royalty-free music, and I highly recommend checking it out. Now, let's step into the Shadowverse. First off, how is everyone doing? I hope you are all doing good. I haven't really slept that much at all today. What I was doing is I was actually researching being able to move to Europe, because if you guys didn't know, your girl has Scandinavian and Celtic blood in her ancestry, and I want to go do forging and storytelling. So I have 14 months until I move over to Europe. So I thought, why not get started with that storytelling by doing some stories here. So for this first episode, we are just going to be talking, just doing the usual, vibing. And I'm not really going to edit these. I'm just going to talk and see how people like them. I mean, I'll edit them a little bit and go through and cut out stuff if there's too much talking. And I might sum it up some stuff up through voiceovers and whatever, but we'll just see how it goes from there. So let's see. For the first story that I can think of for you guys, we have a great story. Now, if you guys don't know, I have always wanted to be an author. So I had some ideas for my first novel.
Yes, Lord. You're live with Anderson Paak. Let's talk.
And that novel was a thing called The Island of Farewinter. Now, how I came up with the name The Island of Farewinter, you may ask? Well, that is a very interesting question. The Island of Farewinter originally came through my mind as an idea from the Far World series. Now, if you haven't heard of the Far World series, it is really popular. Well, I shouldn't say really popular, but I really liked it, and I own all the books. But the way that Far World works is basically go into a different world, and there's magic. It's really cool. I have to reread it. But the main character of the story, her name is Faye. Now, I'm still fleshing out Faye's character, but the characteristics regarding Farewinter is like an island nation that's located in the sky. So think kind of like Skyloft merged with a little bit of the Hallelujah Mountains from Avatar. We first come into view for the island of Farewinter. We open to a majestic, wintry province located up in the skies. Now, due to Farewinter being located in the sky, it is colder than most places, hence the name. Now, the locals of Farewinter are your average citizens. They specialize in the arts, they are very creative, they work in the artisans. Now, since it is a more colder terrain, you try to think, how would they go about raising animals and doing all this stuff? Farewinter have naturally acclimated to being able to survive the cold temperatures. So there's these things that are kind of like penguins. They're called pangrews. So the pangrews, their name is spelled Pengroos, for what anyone would think. They're kind of like small penguin-like creatures, but they have this silly little mohawk. And the silly little mohawk has like a little icy fire fringe to it, because, again, the island of Fairwinter, it's an island that's located in the sky that's cold, so icy fringe mohawk. Because the Pengrews, they're like, they naturally style their hair that way in Pengrue culture. They do it because they think it looks cool among the other species of animals. How they came to this realization, I'm still not sure. We're still observing and figuring that out to this day. And among the Pengrews, there are their rivals. Now, their rivals, they're kind of like think of it kind of like a beaver animal. This beaver-like animal kind of is like beaverish, but they have like icy things, so their coat is more furry, and they have tails, but they kind of build little like snow forts. Call themselves the ice pucks. That's like Puks. I know it's weird spelling, but they mainly do it though because what the ice pucks do for fun, they made a little cultural game. Now, this cultural game, it is very competitive. Ice pucks are very competitive by nature. Because they are like what we know as beavers, they use their little tail and they carve out these little, like, ice hockey pucks. And they smack them back and forth. And they've made entire competitions around it. Now, these competitions, I'm telling you, they get pretty crazy. For this game that you wonder that the Ice Pucks play that's really competitive, they have called it Hydrosphere. Now, you might wonder, what does Hydrosphere mean? Well, think about it. These are a ice-type like beaver named Ice Pucks, who are basically hitting a puck around, and the name Hydros is a synonym for ice, and then Fae is a synonym for puck, and puck in the Merriam-Webster dictionary, as in fairy, is an imaginary being, usually having a small human form and magical powers, which relates to the ice puck. See? See how that all intertwines there? Kinda cool if I do say so myself. So, yeah, Faye has come across into this wonderful place named Fairwinter, and she has come across the Pengrews and the ice pucks. Now, how will she settle the conflict between them? You will find out in the next episode. Now, I hope though that you all enjoyed this episode. I know it was a little crazy and it was a little bit everywhere. To be fair, it was my first one. But I hope that you guys enjoyed this. And, yeah, for future reference, I will be doing these episodes every now and then for a little, like, campfire story night. Let me know, though, if you guys like them so far. If you have any suggestions for what I could tell stories on, I have a lot of ideas for a lot of crazy stuff. And yeah, I hope you guys have a great rest of your day. And me and Lux wish you a good rest of your day. And please come by the Shadowverse some other time. Bye, everyone.